Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. I'm spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything for February 8th, 2024. Well, first of all, hello. I'm so grateful to be here tonight. I almost wasn't here because I'm in southern Wisconsin, and we had the freakiest weather today. It was 60 degrees, February 8th, Wisconsin. That makes no sense. Last week it was 60 also. 60 degrees, then it snowed, then it hailed, then we had a double rainbow, and then our power went out. Oh, we had lots of lightning too. I forgot about that. A lot of thunder and lightning. It was like, what else could Mother Nature throw into this pile? It was unbelievable. So then right before I was jumping on for this, I was in a meeting and the power went out, just out. My assistant Carissa called and said, our power's out. And I said, yes, mine's out too. She doesn't live that far from me. And it's just a strange, energetic day. So I'm grateful to be here. Whew. And a lot to talk about. I'm going to go to the astrology, and got a really interesting guest that we're going to talk to just for a couple minutes also. So let me just say hi to a few people. Hi, Sylvia from Liverpool. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Hi, Katrina. Hi. Hi, Color Me Happy. Hi, Veros. Hi, Bernadette. It's a good question, Bernadette. How many spirit guides do you have? I don't know, honey. I'd have to do a private reading because I don't know. Everybody always has one spirit guide. Some have many, and some change throughout life. And I'm going to actually address that today. Don, good question, Don. You're halfway through the doula certification. Fantastic. Any suggestions on how to put mediumship and strong empathic abilities in the background? 8 of diamonds. Don, that would be a good question. You should have a session with me, and then I'll help you focus in on that. But I think it's a really, it's an excellent form to put mediumship in with that, because there's different types of doulas, many different types. And you could be a doula that helps with messages from the other side of helping with the soul who's passing, because sometimes, there's fear, sometimes there's all kinds of things. So you're uniquely qualified for that. That's fantastic. Hi, Dee Dee from balmy Chicago, right? How wacky is that? My home renovation, well, our water went out today too. That's right, power and water. So it's been quite a day. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hi, Karen. You tripped and fell in front of your neighbor's house? It felt like an invisible force tripped me, and it took 2 days to feel better. What was that? And your birthday is 5/17, May 17th, 2 of diamonds. Karen, there's been a lot of this. I actually was talking to my dear friend Linda today. Hi, Linda. About this situation. There's a lot of this. People are falling and having all kinds of spiritual experiences, so it might have just been to get your attention. I'm not really sure. Hi, Eric. Hi, Kel. Can you help me with my thinking? I feel humans are just tortured so the soul can learn its lessons. This really seems cruel to me. And your birthday is March 23rd, which makes you a king of clubs. So in your mind, you're a male with an extremely intuitive, sensitive system here. And it does feel that we're here to be tortured. We're not, but we are here to have lots of lessons. Do I think that there were a lot of unevolved people here, souls here? Yes, I do. A lot. Think about that a lot, actually. And so this is a great question, Eric, but it's not to be cruel to you. It's, what are we learning from this? Well, Earth is tough. It's a tough school, honey. It's a really, really good question. And you have a really intuitive energy around you, extremely. So that's a good thing, Eric. Okay. So I'm going to do a little astrology here, because I have so many questions I do want to get to, but I want to start with a little February astrology, because I don't want anybody to miss tomorrow. So as I did our show with James on Monday, Both Sides Now and Beyond, and I was talking about the seriousness of February, and going into February is a much more serious month than January was. Walk in the park almost January, but February is more serious because we have 5 planets in Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is responsibility, it's karma, it's intense. And so these 5 planets in Capricorn makes this a very serious time. And we have a lot of conjunctions that are coming together, and conjunctions are when 2 planets come together, it makes things more powerful. And most of these conjunctions have to do with Mars, and Mars is the planet of war, and Mars is the planet of energy and also intensity. And it's in Capricorn, so it is exalted in Capricorn, which means work will get done. So on one level, it's a great thing. And I'll tell you what does make this tomorrow a very special day. Tomorrow and Saturday, very special days, because tomorrow is a new moon. And this new moon, and we always like to start something with a new moon, and this moon is in Capricorn. Again, every 5 planets in Capricorn. So Capricorn revolves around hard work and is results oriented. So what makes this important is this is an excellent full moon to set your intentions and plan for new beginnings, because Mars is put into action now. So this makes this an extraordinary time. If you are thinking, I want to start something new, or you want to get a new job or write a book, or I don't care what, something new, this energy will just really pull you in to do it. And if your birthday is today, happy birthday, Shanley. If your birthday is today or in this time period, today, tomorrow, the next day, very powerful energy for you. So also, interesting enough, this moon is in what's called the nakshatra, which is the celestial house, called Dhanishta. And that, we call that the star of the symphony. And that's associated with music and nature and divine spirit. So this actually would be a wonderful new moon while you're setting your intentions. That's what you do for a new moon. You set your intentions, you set your goals, and how are you going to get there. And this would be a great one to go out in nature, actually, and experience nature in any which form for you, because it would be so, or listen to really good music, because that helps set the intention and helps set the energy. And then on Saturday, we have the Chinese New Year, which if you were born in 1964, that was the last time we had the wood dragon. This is the year of the wood dragon. So the 9th and the 10th are big days. Now, the 11th is a big day too. It's a Super Bowl, which is always kind of fun. Love the commercials, and it's kind of fun. I like the snacks. So tomorrow, set your intentions. But as most of you have heard, I'm teaching a class with Julianne Siegel, and it's all about vision boards. And so I have a special guest on for a couple of minutes to help talk about that, and that is Julianne Siegel. Welcome, Julianne.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Kellee.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. So glad to see you. And you're in Minnesota, right? So we're both in the Midwest.
Not too far. It was rainy and cold.
Practically neighbors. Yeah. Wow. So let's talk about Saturday, because we have a really special day planned, and it starts at 10 in the morning Central Time, so 8 a.m. Pacific, or 11 a.m. in the East. And it's a 4-hour course, and it's about vision boards. And can you tell everybody about vision boards, and what your thought is on vision boards, and how you even got into vision boards, and why they're important? The importance
vision
of
boards
vision boards
are wonderful. There's many ways to manifest your dreams and things, and I've worked with a lot of them, but vision boards, I've just had so much fun with them. They're a visual, representational, personal, about your dreams, your wishes, your feelings that are in line with your priorities and values. And you get on this board all these images of what you want to have happen. And when you get them on the board, you need to get into a very positive mindset of feeling the energy of this actually happening. That's what really makes them work. But when you make the vision board, it's really important to put it in a place that you see it every day, so that you can be inspired and your subconscious mind picks up on it as well. So wouldn't you say that?
The subconscious does pick up on it. And the subconscious when it is picked up on, it reminds us in a constant way to view it, to remember to see it, to look at it, and it reminds us of where we're headed.
And just looking at it. And you can't, a lot of people think, okay, I'm going to go after this. Well, you definitely have to take action steps, but you also have to get out of your own way. You have to focus on the end result. What does that mean? The end result of what you want to happen, and the universe kind of takes over. So it's your job to just follow the signs and be open and receptive, because it's probably not going to come in a way that you imagined. And that's happened to me many times. So sign up. It's a really fun class, and we have a great group already, but we have room for a few more people, and just going to be fun and exciting. We're going to do some meditations during the class and talk a little feng shui, because I'm a feng shui interior designer. So we'll get that in, and you'll be making your vision boards. We send out if you haven't signed up yet and you sign up, we will get you the material board and some other worksheets to work on to help get you clear, because it's really important to have clarity before you even start to work on the board of what it is you want. Sometimes that's the hardest part. So
right.
You need to get clear and clarity.
So we'll do a meditation, and then we'll be also, asking people what their intentions are with it.
Exactly.
I mean, some people are looking for romance. In fact, before we went on, our producer Renee who's going to be running this for us too. He said that he did a vision board to meet his wife,
right?
Which was so wonderful, and he did. Yeah,
I did a vision board I went through a divorce years ago, and I love spaces, and I didn't know if I could even be in anything nice. And I put on my vision board this beautiful apartment that was in a high rise in a wonderful area of the city. And I visualized it, you see out the window and you're seeing all the city. And I just never even imagined I could even afford to even live in something like that. And the way it came to me was very unexpected. And it came to me. I did not go looking for it. And it's just, I can't go into it right now, how it came, but it was amazing. I did have that apartment. I now live in a townhome that I bought I was there for 9 years, and it was an amazing experience. And it was what I put on my vision board. And the way, it's just magic. It feels like magic, but it's really the universe working with energy and vibration, and getting into a positive mindset and believing that could happen. So that's a big part too.
Because we have power over what we want to do, and how we want to get there. We have power over that. And it really has a lot to do also with the law of attraction.
Yes. And it starts with your thoughts.
Yes.
So you have to work with your thoughts. And if you start getting into a negative mind frame, and you say, cancel. And
I like that. Cancel.
Right. And try to pull your energy up to a better vibration.
I love that. Well, everybody listening, if you want to join us Saturday, it's at 10 a.m. Central Time, and it's a 4-hour class, and you'll get your supplies ready, and just come and join us. It's going to be a wonderful experience, and we're excited because it's also on the Chinese New Year. So this was an auspicious date. We chose this because it brings the Yang Wood Dragon is all about possibilities, and then concretizing them, making them concrete. So it's a really powerful time. So please join us.
Yeah, we'll talk more about the Chinese New Year and what it looks like there as well.
And feng shui principles and all this. It's going to be great, everybody. So thanks for joining me, Julianne. And then I'll see you Saturday.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it so much.
Me too.
All
Take
right,
care, my friend. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So join us, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Especially those meditations. I love those. Okay, Maggie Landis. Kellee, I love your show. With this acceleration of energies right now, will there be a calming down in the near future? No, honey. It's speeding up. This is actually a time of real speeding up. And I'll tell you why. All the planets are direct. And they're only direct until April 1st. So this is another reason. If you set your intentions, whether you take the class or don't take the class, set your intentions tomorrow, because this speeds everything up. So no, there's no calming down, Maggie. No, I think that ship sailed a long time ago. No, I just don't think so at all. But I have a lot of questions, and I really appreciate your questions. I try to get to as many as I possibly can. And I thought this was a great question. This is from Kim Ann Snodgrass. So Kim Ann, thanks for asking this question. And her question was, she said a lot of people were talking about the Grammys, and a lot of people were going through, Miley Cyrus and I don't know, all kinds of people, and Celine Dion, and they were making, and Jay-Z, they were making all kinds of negative comments. Toby Keith died, and they were, instead of talking about the work and the bodies of work of these people were going very negatively about, making negative comments. And her question is, why? She said, do I think that this is part of, is it something cosmically causing this negativity? Or do you think it's just human nature? So here's the answer that I believe. So I believe it's human nature. It's not spiritual nature. It's human nature, density nature. It's not spiritual nature. But what's important about that is that you have to remember there are many people on earth that are drama driven or excitement seeking or conflict seeking. And the reason they are is because they don't have enough dopamine in their brain. And so they need some excitement. They need something like drama or negativity or something, okay, to turn on the brain. Because when their brain is turned on, it actually temporarily like alleviates their own pain or their own feelings, or it does something to the brain, okay? And how that happened, often with little dopamine in the brain, it's often because it's an early childhood response of neglect. Have a lot to do with neglect. Okay, so I hope that answers. There's an actual reason why people are drama driven, or they have, they're honestly, they're just not, they don't have enough dopamine in their brain. And how does somebody get dopamine levels? Frankly, eating well, good diet, sleeping, listening to music, having a calm lifestyle, practicing meditation. Those are the kind of things that you can do to actually boost your dopamine. So thank you for the question. It's probably a different area that you thought I was going to go into, but I think it's a very important one. So, and here's a question, and this is from Rick East. He says, nature packages souls in different body types, so gender and race. And so here's the thing, Rick. Nature didn't package that. We chose that before we incarnated. We choose, this time I'm going to be white. Maybe last time I was black. Maybe the last time I was Indian. Maybe Asian. We choose the culture, the customs, and we choose the belief systems we're going to be entering. And the reason we do is so we can learn and grow on different levels. And so every soul that chooses before they come in of what they want to look like, where they want to live, it helps them grow. So if you take away all of the belief system, which is what your question is, and the combination of the body and the soul, if you take all that away, are souls all the same? So I believe that all souls are at varying degrees of advancement. So some souls have had less experience than others. And less experience means maybe they've made different choices. And then as you get older, again, we're always aspiring on earth for wisdom. We're always here for wisdom. So great question. We choose everything before we come in. And all souls, ultimately will be higher advanced. I really believe that. Might take, forever, but we have forever. So there you go. I hope that answers the question there. And this is from Kathy Coker Weber. So Kathy says, Kellee, thank you so much for the reading I had last Friday. So last Friday, James and I we had 15 people that we did an event for thanking them because they had really helped take our show out, and send it out to so many people. So we really appreciate that, everybody, because our show is growing so much, and we're so appreciative of everything. So we did a reading for a woman named Kathy here, and she said that I mentioned to her, I looked at her eyes and I said, "Oh, you're not from here." And I said, "Either are your twin sons." And then, which is what I said. And she said, "Can you give me some more information?" Because I said that felt like they were Palladians. So Palladian is Pleiadian. It's a tough word to spell. Pleiadian. Palladians are a star cluster. They sometimes call the Seven Sisters. It's kind of near Orion. And they're souls that come in as to bring in a higher consciousness on Earth. They're very sensitive. They tend to love water. They tend to love dolphins. They are here as healers. And what I do remember about this reading with you, the more I thought about it with your sons, I remember thinking not only are they travelers, but your sons are here to have lots of experiences. And there are some star seeds that come here to have lots of experiences. It doesn't matter if it's a good experience, a bad experience. There's no thing on that. It doesn't matter. Just to have experience. So I hope that helps. Okay, this is from Regina Joyce Clark. She said, "Kellee, I love this question, Regina. How do we alter our idea that age can prevent us from achieving goals, like success at writing of books and stories?" She said, "I'm 78. Okay, I love this because do not put a cap on any creativity. I don't care how old you are. Until your last breath, be as creative as you can. You come to create. Do not put a cap on it. I watched my stepmother at 80. My dad and my stepmother, actually, my dad was 82. He moved from New York to Taos, New Mexico. And then I watched my stepmother, who was 80, start a radio show. And so she has a wonderful Jazz with Judy in Taos. And it's so much fun to listen to. So do not stop creating. I don't know how you alter it. You just keep going. In fact, most people I know just get real creative. There's some energy that comes in about 60 and heads up. And it is a really exciting time in life. So Regina, keep going. Okay, and I have so many questions that I want to get to, but I really wanted to get to this. And Debbie Wallace, Debbie, bless your heart, she said, "I'd love a reading." Okay, here's Debbie's story, and it's a powerful one. She said, "I lost my mother, I lost my father, I lost 2 brothers, so far, tremendous amount of loss. I lost a baby, that's too much. I lost my Marine veteran son who took his own life. And so did my stepsister after her big sister was kidnapped and killed." It's overwhelming, Debbie, what you would have experienced here. It's overwhelming. And she has said, "I have a lot of friends in spirit too." She said, "Please let me know if my family is bad karma and how can I make it better?" Now, this is an interesting question. So your birthday is May 16th. Okay. And she said, "I watch you and James a lot. You never get an answer. I'm going to give you the best answer that I can. And it's a practical answer. May 16th, there are certain birth dates, and between approximately May 13th till approximately May 19th. If you were born during that time, and you're the 16th, which is a 3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds is the most challenged birth date. But if you were born anywhere between the May 13th and May 19th, if your birthday falls anywhere near that or in that period, actually, there's a theme. And the theme is that the sun at that time is directly connected with the Death Star called Algol. And Algol is the Death Star. And that makes life for those people intense. It makes them intense. On the positive side, there's usually so much creativity and music that goes on with that. But life is serious business, honey. And so it's not bad karma. I don't believe in that at all, honey. I just know that it's your soul comes to experience. Ultimately, it's wisdom. Ultimately, that's it. Because that Death Star that I'm talking about, Al Ghul, it actually threads, if you will, like a fine line between life and death and wisdom. And so what have you learned from all of this? You said you have friends on the other side. I love that because, you've come to learn about wisdom in this lifetime, and it's a very big one. Okay, so God bless you, honey. I really wanted to read that. Hi, Lori Counts. Look forward to seeing you soon, honey. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. She says hi to everybody. All right, I'm going to do I'm going to start getting the cards. I've got James's cards, Talking to Heaven. Oops, as they go flying out, as cards do. Oh, my gosh. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Okay, Vicky, I got this one. We are so connected with you and your husband. I have that one. And Lori Counts, I've got a card for you, honey. I am with the rest of the family. And you know that's from your dad, from your beloved father. So, hi, Pamela Rose from Florida. Hi, everybody. Hi, Tippy Landis. How are you doing, honey? My favorite. Hi, Linda. Let's see. Dolly Lanier. Would love a reading from my hubby who left in 2002. Well, let's get you a card from him. Okay, hold on. Oh, I got chills. He's definitely still around here. Okay, Dolly. We have been together in dreams. Now, a lot of you might forget your dreams, or you just know our loved ones always come by they'll come by in a dream. Gosh. And it's funny, I've been having dreams of people that I haven't seen in a really, really long time. And I'm always curious why that happens. Okay, man, I love the tulips lately too. Okay, so we have a situation here in Wisconsin because some tulips are starting to come up. And it's too early for tulips. Unbelievable. And you saw daffodils coming up. Second person to tell me that today. And daffodils are my favorite. They're my heart goes to daffodils. Hi, Renee. Hi, everybody. Hi, Carrie East. Hi, Laura. Thank you, Laura Crum, for saying such kind words to me earlier. I really appreciate that. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm in all white today because I didn't change. I had to brush from my little office in our little town to come home to no power. It was a great one. Okay, Rita. Hi, Kellee. Could we have known each other in a past life? Oh, absolutely, Rita. Absolutely, we could have. Absolutely. Great question, honey. I always feel very close to you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're probably out there pushing the spiritual message, Katrina, Lenny's thoughts and next actions towards me since we were romantic. He's been distanced, please, and thank you. I'm new. So I'm not sure, Katrina, what the question is he's been, sometimes people do that, they might start off romantic. People are fickle. What are you learning? I think is a better question, Katrina, about the relationship you might have with Lenny, because, how do you feel about yourself? And self-esteem is everything. Know thyself. Okay. And some people they start off, they what do they call that? Love bomb you. And that's a terrible thing. And then they take their energy and go. It is the most confusing, narcissistic thing ever. I could just do a show just on that. There you go. I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. And Margaret, it was 30 degrees in Boston and it was 60 here. How's that possible? And a squirrel was eating your stuff. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, good luck with that. Our dogs are constantly chasing squirrels. And one of these days, that's Charlotte, I'm telling you. She's going to get one. She hasn't yet. Okay. So, okay. Lori Young. Hi, Lori. Welcome to this. Yeah, it's a crazy, very crazy, crazy weather. Oh, thanks, Carrie. I love this scarf. This was my mom's, so I appreciate you saying that. Shout out to my mom, who's passed away 5 years ago. Michelle Kavanaugh. So you are 9/26. So let's take a peek at September 26th. Because September 26th, and I actually know this by heart, I'm just double checking. Okay, it's a Jack of Hearts with a 9 of Spades. So let me just say something. And this goes with Lori LeClaire, if you're listening. You asked me what the rising sign when I do the destiny card. So I'm going to explain it like this. So Michelle, you are not, if your birthday is September 26th, you're a Jack of Hearts. So that sign, the Jack of Hearts, that card that I'm saying, is if I were using the reference in astrology, I would say that was your sun sign. So it's the many traits of a Jack of Hearts are sacrifice. Sacrifice, particularly for love. And anybody that was born approximately the September 13th till approximately probably the end of September, maybe, yeah, around the end of September, is they're healers. They come in and they have a lot of deep sensitivities here. And they always are about helping others. It's a very specific time period that I'm talking about, because in Vedic astrology, honey, you're a Virgo. I know you might think in Western that you're a Libra. You're not. You're a Virgo. So Jack of Hearts would be considered the sun sign. The traits are sacrifice. The rising sign, so to your point, Lori LeClaire, is her rising sign is a 9 of spades. So the rising sign is how we are, what are more of our lessons we're learning, what we are out in the world, another way to think. So 9 of spades, 9 of spades means to complete things, completion. 9 of spades does not fool around with completion. So what I would say is I would take a Jack of Hearts and a 9 of spades, put them together, and I know that life is serious business and it's about completing things. So I hope that answers 2 questions for you. I hope that does. Nancy J, your birthday is 9/17. That's a 7 of clubs. Again, in that area that I'm talking about. If your birthday is approximately around the 13th of September till approximately the 30th of September, and it's about healing. So 9/17 is a 7 of clubs, which is all about spirituality on the high side. And I love 7 of clubs when they reach that pinnacle of spirituality. Often they do on September 17th. I've seen it. They're usually wildly creative too. The thing they have to watch is negativity. All 7s have to watch negativity. And the human mind will grab on to something of a negative thought. The human mind is unbelievable. So you have to go to that spiritual mind, or spiritual, not even the mind, the spiritualness of everything. And that's what the 7 of class is supposed to be. Sandy Johnson, my great friend and my second father, who was a naturopath, passed suddenly yesterday. I'm devastated. Does he have a message for me? It's with a female, and I'm not sure if that female is his wife or his mother. Okay, so I don't have a message yet. The poor guy is just there, and I'm sorry that you had. But I would say, Sandy, look for signs, especially that he was a naturopath. I'm sure you're going to be getting lots and lots of signs from him, Sandy. It's a hard one, isn't it, when that happens? I know you're devastated, sweetheart. We'll get you a message in a little bit of time. Let him just settle in. When a soul just crosses like that, it's sometimes they're just hanging around like, what just happened? But often they just are up and off they go. And I get that sense with him. Okay. So Cindy Marie, can I have a reading? It's been a challenging week. It has been a challenging week. It has been. I agree with that. And these energies are large energies. They push us to do a lot of things. And so you are August 2nd. August 2nd is a double Jack of Diamonds. So what do I mean by that? That means your rising is a Jack of Diamonds and your sun is a Jack of Diamonds. That means creativity. Creativity. Jack of Diamonds can pop out of a cave. They can be the most spiritual of spiritual. They can be the greatest in sales. They have they have to watch mood. Sometimes their moods get a little funky, like mood disorders or moods get moody. Moody is something because they have a lot of energy and they have to figure out how to do this energy. Use it with a great creativity. Okay, because I think that would be really, really important here. Okay, Laura Crum. Hi, Kellee. Can souls in previous lives reconnect in next lifetimes? Oh, sure. Are some souls bound to each other through love? You bet. I'd love a card. Absolutely. Let me get you a card from Spirit Guides. Great question. So souls in previous lives reconnect. Yes. So we have what's called a soul group. And in a previous life, when we're on the other side, we get together with our soul group. And maybe one soul says, I'm not going to come down this lifetime that you're planning on. But I'll see you in the next lifetime. Or, it doesn't mean that every single life, some souls are together in every lifetime. It all depends on what they're here to learn and what they're doing. And there's so many so much. It's mind-boggling of the way we can learn and grow on the other side. So some absolutely reconnect in this lifetime, and some souls are bound through love, because some souls we connect through love. We come in to have, love, a love relationship. So not every soul, but some in that way. And some people will have way more than one soulmate. And so that's just how that works. But let me get you a card, Laura. That's a great question. And I love the topic, actually. And these are James's card, messages from your guides. And if you haven't had them, they're great messages. Let's get you a card. Here you go, Laura. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So here you go, Laura. Always accept responsibility for everything, for your well-being. So, yes, I did that. Yeah, I did. I'd do it again. Oh, God, I have a lot of fun around here. You just have to in life. You have to laugh in life. Okay. Genevieve. I love that name, Genevieve. Genevieve Riston. I love, love, love that name. She said, I fell last year too, and I broke my elbow. I felt like I had a brief warning from spirit. It was definitely a wake-up call. Okay, Genevieve. So how many years ago? Several years ago, I had to take my exam for my license, for my licensure, it's called, for my psychotherapist license. And I didn't have time to study because I was so busy, working with, frankly, tons of clients. I didn't have time to study. And I thought, I'll just wing it and I'll be fine. Well, here's what happened. It was a beautiful day, and I was with Dr. Shirley and Pellizzeri. We shared an office together, and we were out to lunch, and it's just a beautiful day. And I fell. I didn't trip. I don't know what happened. Honestly, I don't know, but I broke my left arm and my right foot. And and of course, Don was leaving on tour that very next day to be with Neil Diamond for months. And I was going to be home alone. And my exam was in 2 weeks. And once you sign up for an exam, that's it. You're signed up for that exam. I had to go to the hospital. I had, whatever. It was a huge, huge, huge deal. I was forced to study. So I know why it happened to me. I was forced to study. And I got 100%. And then they asked me, I'd scored so high that they asked me to write the questions, which was really funny. That just would never be. It was because I was so hyper-focused, because that's all I could do. I couldn't move. So spirit has a way. So when we get knocked back or knocked forward or something happens, it's slow down, stop what you're doing, pay attention, and that's how that works. Okay, that is always... Okay, Lisa Bunders. Hi there. How do you know your soul connection with an animal? So you're February 3rd. Happy belated birthday, honey. February 3rd. So February 3rd, that's a big one. That's a 9 of Spades day. So 9 of Spades are here to complete many, many, many things. 9 of Spades is a big, big, big. It's a big one. It's a very karmic birthday. So it comes for completion. So all of a sudden something's going to be done. It's done. It's done. Things might not feel fair. It doesn't matter. They're completed. So how do you know your soul connection with an animal? If you feel attached to that animal, or if you feel drawn to something. And this goes with, I had a lot of questions about, I have to find it because, okay, so this is from Tammy Connor Freisman, and it goes with, and Mary Snyder, both, and it goes with what you just asked. So Tammy said, Kellee, would you speak to the difference between a familiar and a spirit animal? So a familiar and a spirit animal. She said, is there a difference, or is it the same thing? And she said, it was inferred by somebody, she said, that had a new puppy, and it could be a familiar. So a familiar, the term is like a shamanism term. It's not a term that I would use, but I believe it's something different, because a familiar is like a spiritual entity on some level that helps facilitate maybe the communication of an animal or an animal spirit. So it's different to me than a totem. And when I talk about totems, so Mary Snyder, how do you know what your totem animal is? I have loved I have dreams, lots and tons of dreams of tigers. I don't own a tiger, but I have a lot. I actually have a lot of stuffed tigers. I love tigers. I have this thing about tigers. But when I was young, I would always have these dreams that I was walking with tigers. I love tigers. Tiger is definitely a spirit animal for me, a totem for me. But you might know it by something that you're just drawn to. Another way is all of a sudden, like I've had dreams of things like platypuses. I don't know what a platypus is. Like, what am I dreaming about? I have to look the totem up because I don't remember what that one was. That was an odd one. But I had a dream of an aardvark. I mean, I had a dream of a dragon. And these are all, they come to me in my dreams to help. So you always want to figure out what the message is. And animal totems will change depending on where you are, what you're doing, what you need. Lately, it has been Woodpecker City. And woodpeckers are all about starting something new or completing a project or giving you the energy and because it's working hard. I love woodpeckers. I love birds. So birds will give us a lot of messages. So you pay attention to your dreams. You might see it constantly. Look at the cover of a book and see, a picture of of something, a giraffe. I mean, something, and then you constantly are seeing giraffes. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. But so that's how you can kind of tell. Okay, that's how you can tell. Susie Jamel, hi, Dr. Susie. Can we skip class? That's hilarious. No, we can't, unfortunately, because then, what's the point? And all things, I'm going to say it like this, we get through. Yeah, we're going to have some hard ass things in life. And James and I are going to do a show on resilience and being resilient. We've been talking about that a lot this week. And I think being resilient is extremely important. To have resiliency, I think, is extremely important. Hi, Raina. Hi, Kelly. I'd like to immigrate to Australia. I've heard that from other people. I'd be grateful if you could tell me if I will be. Raina, it's funny. James was looking into that a while back, and I don't know because I don't know what the background is. But I believe, and again, if you're thinking it, explore the idea because God knows every possibility is right now. Okay? So just remember that. Joanne, good evening, Kelly. My ears started buzzing when you came on. Oh, thanks, honey. And this happens when relaxing at the end of the day. And your birthday is 10/10, October 10. Okay, so October 10 is a Queen of Clubs. Okay, and with a 5 of Clubs. So 5 of Clubs is going to be your rising. Queen of Clubs is going to be the sun. Queen of Clubs is extremely intuitive. And then you add that with a 5 of Clubs, should be a medium. I mean, that is like bum, bum, bum. I know a lot. And it gives you come to learn and inhale information. And 5 of Clubs, it's actually also called the millionaire card. No. It's a very successful card. It's not the millionaire card, but it's like, it's all about success. And 5 of Clubs loves to learn and go and learn and travel and go. Also, a lot of healing comes in with your chart, honey. A lot of healing. So that's very good. Riley Johnson, you're also September 17th. Okay, so again, September 17th, Riley, is all about 7 of Clubs, spirituality. And the second card of that is a 5 of Diamonds. And it's funny, I should have checked that earlier, which I forgot about. So a 7 of Clubs with a 5 of Diamonds. 5 of Diamonds has 2 big aspects. It's about self-esteem and self-worth. And with the 7 of Clubs, it really means that in this lifetime, you'll be working on believing in yourself. The most powerful thing I can say is that 5 of Diamonds always has a tremendous amount of angels around it. 5 of Diamonds, I've never seen a 5 of Diamonds that didn't have a thing with angels. Okay, so it's always like amazing. Linda Alquist, your husband been on the other side for a month today. Well, let's get you a card, honey, from him. Wow, sweetheart. That's amazing. Here, let me just do this. Here we go. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, honey. I see all of your thoughts. Okay, he sees all of your thoughts. Oh, I got chills. He's with you. He is with you. Hi, Karen from Australia. Hi, honey. How are you? Okay, Nancy Ross, can you please give me some insight on my elusive job or career path? And so your birthday is 11/16, 4 of Clubs. So I'm also a 4 of Clubs. And you also have a double rising, which is an 8 of clubs and an 8 of spades. Let me just tell you, I sometimes think I'm a force in nature. You're a double force in nature, because those double eights, and this is an 8-year, and all you have to do is really think, what brings you pleasure? Where do you want to put your energy, Nancy? I mean, that is something I don't know, but you'd have to really put your energy into uh, whatever brings you, happiness, I would think, or wisdom, or something that you're feeling that you're feeding your soul with, Nancy. And I can't answer that, so I don't know. Hi, Jen. So I don't know. I don't know. So Jen Garney. My anxiety has been high, extremely sensitive and exhausted. My birthday is 5/14. So 5/14 also is that May 14th is really what I was talking about earlier. That is a 2 of diamonds, actually, May 14th. And 2 of diamonds, no, I'm sorry. So sorry. It's a 5 of diamonds. May 14th is a 5 of diamonds. Again, with the angels. Now, you also have a Jack of clubs in there as your rising. Jack of clubs brings energy. So, yes, you would be very sensitive. And these energies are intense, Jen. Why don't you make sure that you're taking care of yourself? Maybe go in, meditate, those kind of things. I think it would be really good for you, honey. Okay? And just remember, all things are possible here. All things are possible. I always want you to remember that. Okay, Tracy Anthony, she said, and her birthday's 11/1, November 1st. And she said, I suffer from severe depression and it's been really, really bad lately. And will I ever see the sun again and smile? Yes. Now, Tracy, you are a 6 of diamonds. 6 of diamonds is, it's about financial balance in life and getting that financial, like karma, of getting balanced in life. Now, the thing with a 6 of diamonds is underneath that there is often a fear of being abandoned. And sometimes when there's the fear of being abandoned is so great, they go into a great depression. But I have seen miracles of them come out. Now, Tracy, you can do it. This is a very powerful period of time we're on right now, okay? 8, 9, 10, 11, and you're an 11 for the year. You're a 10 for the year, I'm sorry, because it's an 8-year and you're in November. That's a 10. It's a new beginning for you. This is a great time to take advantage of this energy tomorrow, okay? And start pulling yourself up. You can do it. You can do it. Or find a good therapist would also help. And maybe you need a homeopathic remedy, and maybe you need medication. I don't know, Tracy, but just know this is a hell of a year for getting treatment for everything, okay? Now, I did want to answer this. This is from Teresa Miller. And Teresa, I really appreciated you wrote this out. And she says, Kellee, I have a question you may or may not want to address, but I'm going to. She said, I had a private reading with you 6 months ago. She said, I explained that my husband was alcoholic and I thought he was close to dying. You agreed and said you wouldn't be surprised. So what happens is I'll look at a chart and I'll go, yeah, that is a possibility there. We all have exit points. It's absolutely could be a possibility. So she said, and I thought it might happen towards the end of the year. So she said she found out that he'd been driving drunk, and so she took his car keys. Bravo. She said on New Year's Day, he asked for his keys because he had an appointment and said he was fine to drive. I said, no, I would not let him drive. He was confused about this appointment. So when we got to the place where he was supposed to be, it was New Year's Day. She said, I pulled into the 4-lane highway and I was headed home with my husband in the car. And my husband had a huge, enormous seizure. Had he been driving, he would have had a terrible accident. So that's probably something along the lines of what I was seeing. But her question is, did I interfere with his life plan to die that day? Should I have given him his keys and let him go? Absolutely not. Teresa, you did absolutely the right thing because he could have killed other people. And I hope that it was a wake-up call, because just because I might see an ending or you might feel it, it could also be a major wake-up call. You did the right thing, and I have chills everywhere. God bless you for doing that. But I hope he gets treatment, honey. I really do. Okay. Ann Patello. Kellee, I love watching your show. Thanks, Ann. Can I get a mini reading? Yes, ma'am, you can. Let's do a card from, got all these cards from, from the guides here. Okay, Ann. Patience is a virtue. It's true. It is true. A lot of us don't have it. I did not have it when I was young. I pretty much have it now. You start your new job, Jennifer or Genevieve, on Monday. Congratulations. Excellent time to do that. Okay, Wanda, man, if you have time, I would love a card for my husband or maybe an angel card. No, let's get a card for your husband. Okay. You are never alone, he says. Okay, Wanda, you're never alone. So your husband is definitely around there. Okay. Thanks, Marianne. I love these glasses too. Kim Ann, does it have to be starting something new or can it be pursuing the same goal but in a different way? Absolutely. Great question. You can pursue the same goal in a different way because that's a great question. Yes, because a lot of us, may have started goals and never completed them and maybe got off track or whatever. I'm going to tell you what, pull your ass back on track because this is the time to do it. This is such a powerful time and the world's going to do its thing, whatever, whichever direction it goes, believe me, it's going to do its thing. But we still are here as souls having these deep experiences. So make sure that if you have something that, let's say you have a goal and you wanted to pursue it in a different way, excellent, excellent, excellent idea, excellent. Jan Schritt, my intention is winning the lotteries. I never put that as an intention, but I'll tell you something funny. I've known many people that have actually won. So it is kind of funny. Maybe you're supposed to set your intentions. I don't know. And so your birthday is, I don't know what your birthday is, honey, because it just says 4/1952, but it's a 3-year for you. It's a 3-year for you. Thank you. I love this necklace too. Thank you very much. Okay. I love the snack stand, Margaret. That's my favorite part about Super Bowl. Honest to God, it just is. Okay, Vicky Seymour, any thoughts on moving or relocating for me? My lease is up on October 1st. Okay, so here's the thing. We have a second eclipse on October, the third, second or third. Oh yeah, right then, right at that. So you'll definitely be moving. There's no doubt about it. Now, here's the thing. December 28th is your birthday, and December 28th is a 3 of hearts with a 3 of diamonds. So that's a lot of 3 energy, which is all creative energy. It's also a lot of emotions that come with it. So here's the thing, Vicki. Make finding a place and relocating a positive thing. Don't go down a negative road. Make it a positive thing. Oh, this is going to be so amazing. I'm going to find a new place. Because whenever we move, there's a whole new energy that sets in. And that is a good thing. Okay. And Margaret, I would love to hear about mind mapping and vision boards. Okay. Well, vision boards, join our class on Saturday, Anne Margaret. And mind mapping is something that I think I know what it is. And we probably have to have somebody on. I think it's probably a very good thing to do, actually. Okay. I'm not sure what this is. Blazing Tiger. I'm saying this. I hope I'm saying it right because I love Tiger. And I want to move to Australia. Here we go. Okay. Another person. I would like to know if I'll be able to secure a job. And you were born on January 30th. I bet you can because January 30th is a very powerful date. And that's a 10 of clubs with a 10 of spades. Really, really, really powerful, especially when it comes to work. And here you ask the question, would you be able to secure a job and move? A double 10 like that can move a mountain. You want to go to Australia? Just start hyper-focusing. Absolutely. Nothing would surprise me. Okay. Sonia Mason. Hi, Kelly from Texas. I've been dealing with a great deal of anxiety and grief. What class do you recommend for me to start taking my first growth? It's a great question. I would go to James's website, vanprog.com, and I would look at all of his classes because to help. Oh, and here's the other thing. Here's actually, now that I would do that because I think that might be so much really good for you, to know thyself and see what appeals to you. I would also go to grief.com, okay? Because grief.com is David Kessler's work. He's got a lot of classes as well, and he works specifically with grief. Now, James does too, and James has amazing classes on his site. I would look at both places, okay, honey? That's a lot because when that comes together, grief and anxiety, it can be very uncomfortable, but get as grounded as you can. Stay out in nature when you can. Take a lot of deep breaths. Rest. It will pass, honey. It'll pass. That's a big one. I do know that one. Excited for the class. Christy, oh, I'm so glad that you're going to be in the class. Great. That is fantastic. Okay, and I'm going to answer this. Jen Chris, my sister-in-law is in a coma, and that happened today. Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you pull a card for her and give me any insight? They are doing a brain activity test on her. Her birthday is September 30th. Well, let me just say something. September 30th, 7 of hearts. With the 5 of spades. The 5 of spades is all about healing, so that's good. 7 of hearts means she's here to have a spiritual experience. So whatever is happening with her, she will have, she'll learn so much when she comes out of this. And I believe that she does. And I will make her extremely spiritual. Keep us posted on that one, okay? There's going to be a lot of energy going on with a lot of different people right now. And we're going to hear about some really odd things that are happening to people. Okay, so I hope that all helps. And it's my last question, I think. Bonnie Russell, Kellee, can you please let me know if I am where I'm supposed to be at this point in my life? Well, I don't know what year you were born, but February 27th. Now, that's really close to that leap year, right? So February 27 is a Jack of Clubs with a 4 of Diamonds. So Jack of Clubs comes in for creativity, spirituality, healing, helping others. So I'm not sure where you are on that, Bonnie, at that one, but I think it's a good one. So, okay, everybody. So please join. Oh, and let me tell you this. On Monday, James and I have a very special guest Monday, and it's going to be about the power of mediumship. And our guest is Janelle Campbell. She's a wonderful medium from Australia. Australia keeps coming up. And I love Janelle. Janelle, we're all very close. And James, we all adore Janelle. She's the best. I've traveled literally all over the world with Janelle, and I love, love, love her. And she has this new program that she's going to be talking about, and she's going to be doing free readings, not on our show, but she's going to be doing an event where the people will be able to get readings. She's a wonderful medium. I love Janelle. So she's going to be on our show on Monday, and we're going to be talking about the power of mediumship, which is going to be great. And then again, Saturday, I'm teaching the class with Julianne Siegel on manifesting vision boards, or doing vision boards. It has to do with everything with manifesting. And so if you are so inclined, even if you sign up at the last minute, just have maybe some paper and scissors with you, or some glue and some pictures. And even if you don't, you might just get, the excitement to do it. And so anyway, I've got a lot of my little things that I'm going to do, and it's going to be a great class. And Julianne is going to be doing a vision board, and I think that's going to be really important. And the other thing is my March calendar is up. So if you'd like to have a session with me, I do a lot of different sessions, and I also do starseed sessions. And I meant to mention that when I was talking about starseeds and Palladians. But I do all kinds of different sessions, and I do mediumship, of course, and also I do a lot of spiritual counseling. So often if people get stuck, and if they need a little help, please go look at my calendar and see if that works for you. Okay, because I think that might be a good thing for a lot of people here. Okay, here we go. Jen Tran, life is power and mind sets all the moods. Life is power and it's all the mind. And you have to remember, the mind on earth can be cause a lot of issues. You've got to really get into a spiritual frame and get a hold of that mind. Okay, everybody has to do that. Anyway, honey, so Kate Cannon, can you amend your soul contract at all, and how? I think by doing a lot of good out there, I think you can. I mean, I don't know. It's a very tricky question. I'd like to think you can amend it on occasion. Like, you've done so many good things. Can I, let go of that? It's a good question. I'm going to think about that. All right, everybody. I'll see you Monday night. Join us on Saturday, and then I'll see you next Thursday with Ask Me Anything. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.